Aloha. I wanted to share a little something, and I told her that I was going to break confidentiality, that you're a client of mine, but it's something that I have been so gifted with in this lifetime, that my mother is actually one of my clients. And in the therapy world, that would never fly. But now that I have my own vessel to connect with people that are meaningful and important to me on a very deeper level, that we've created this symbiotic relationship in this way. And having my mother as my client has been so profound. You know, her and I have always had a very close relationship growing up. And we've had some repairs and some things that we've definitely needed to work through over the years, definitely. And especially within we both have been moving through, divine feminine awakening and initiations, and to provide this insight to my mother, who has been my own guide through life, and she still is to this day. I call her, we talk, multiple times a week. But to go deeper with her, and for her to be open to the reflections from her daughter, has been so healing, not only for myself, but also in my own role as a mother now to my children. And my mother, I have an older brother and myself, and so I have a son, an older son, and a daughter. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So there's these parallel dynamics that are happening. And it has been very raw and real to witness her through this lens that's beyond just a mother. I'm really seeing her as a sister, and really seeing her in this, not only in this lifetime journey, but our family lineage journey. What has been her experience of her mother? What was her mother's experience of her mother? And to see what traits have been passed down that I am unconsciously living out, and that I'm unconsciously, delivering now to my daughter. That there's this time is not linear, and that when my mom is unlocking and healing and moving through something, it automatically unlocks it for me energetically, and automatically unlocks it for my daughter energetically. And whatever I'm doing within my own healing, is unlocking it for my mom and my daughter. And whatever my daughter is showing and bringing to me is unlocking it for. So it's this, I don't even know how to describe it, this continuum, I suppose. But it's non-linear, right? In this non-linear continuum of energy. And it has been a profound experience for me. And I'm so ever grateful that I have a mother who is open enough to be vulnerable for me to share with her my experiences of her, but also to guide her in the way that I am guiding other women in their desire to know thyself, in their desire to be willing to take the masks off and to see themselves in their raw form, so they can more consciously choose different ways of connecting to themselves, connecting to their partners, connecting to their children, connecting to their inner world and having that be expressed more in their outer world. And she's moving through her spiritual awakenings that I've been moving through for the last, 5 years or so, 4 or 5 years, more specifically. And to be on this path and this simultaneous path together, it's quite beautiful. And I've seen, or I have felt within myself, a deep respect of compassion for her own life experiences, and also to have a renewed sense of respect for the wisdom that she's giving to me and that I get to pass down to my daughter in a thoughtful and conscious awareness way. So I wanted to just share that. And for those who have mother woundings and that may have some really big breaks in their relationships with their mothers, and to know that if a solid repair isn't something that is in the near future, that you can still move through that healing within yourself, build that sisterhood within yourself, because inevitably those sister woundings, whether that's mother wounding, but it's still the feminine, are going to show up in some shape or form in your relationships, with your friendships, or with your colleagues, or in the comparisons that you have with others. You're going to feel probably a lot in either a shutting down in sisterhood, or some selectiveness in your sisterhood, some constriction in your sisterhood, or judgments or repelling away in your sisterhood. It's going to show up. So may we know that to connect to the divine feminine within the self is also opening. There's a potential opening for you to extend it into the other relationships, with the other feminine relationships in your life. Love and aloha.